All right, just wanted to make a video, just a follow up, I guess, on some NBA stuff here. So, been talking about Kevin Love, how he's number zero, and love. It's all about love and Derrick Rose, lots of stuff. But Kevin Love just got hurt the last game. I believe that it was yesterday. I'm kind of lost. I just haven't. I don't know. I just didn't look it up because I've just been really busy and whatnot. But it's either yesterday or 2 days ago. But anyway, so Kevin Love supposedly dislocated his shoulder, and I mean this is a close up of what happened. Uh, Kelly Olynyk or whatever, however you say it, pulled on his arm and it dislocated his shoulder. And if you watch it, it looks like nothing happened. It looks like a freaking WWE wrestling move. Look at, I mean, even right here, it looks like he's barely holding him. Like, I don't know. It just seems so fake. He instantly like grabbed his shoulder and then just ran off the court, you know? And they do have a picture somewhere of where it looks like the bones actually sticking out. Who knows? You know, maybe he did, maybe he really did dislocate his shoulder. But moral of the story is that pretty interesting. I mean, here's the picture right here. But pretty interesting that Kevin Love goes out. So number zero, the Cavs. He's not going to play in the next series. That's what they said anyway. So the Cavs no longer have a Monstar. They no longer have the number zero, but they have a 23, LeBron James. And I don't know. That doesn't mean they're going to win, but find it pretty interesting. I've been talking about that, and then he's just been a big target or whatever. And anyway, you also had Kendrick Perkins is out for the Cavs, and J.R. Smith is out. And J.R. Smith is actually number 5, and Kendrick Perkins is actually number 3 for the Cavs. 3, 5, that's 8, and then 0. So 3, 5, 8, and 0 adds up to 8, which is a big number. I mean, 8. It's all about 8 and 88. But anyway, when I think of love, for whatever reason earlier, I was thinking of tennis, and tennis is big with like the royal family and all of that. And it actually came out. It says in 1859, which there you go. There's a 59. But anyway, when you score in tennis, if you have 0 points, it's actually called love. And let me find it here. Yeah, right here. So if you have 0 points, it's love. And then it goes 15, 30, and then 40. And nobody really knows why it says. Why it doesn't go to 45. There's theories written on here. But moral of the story, I guess, is that 0. So they both start out with 0 or infinity. And it's love, love. And I mean, it's just talked about that for so long. It's so stupid to even think about it. But let me find it here. Basically, it says when it could have been based on the clock, and when the hand moved to 60, the game was over. However, in order to ensure that the game could not be won by 1 point difference in player scores, the idea of deuce was introduced. And introduced, haha. But I talked about deuce a lot with Kurt Cobain and some other things. This, or not deuce, but douche actually, or but I said it just reminds me of deuce. But 2 has been significant. But whatever. It says to make the score stay within the 60 ticks of the clock, the 45 was changed to 40. Therefore, if both players have 40, the first player to score receives 10, and that moves the clock to 50. If the player scores a second time before the opponent is able to score, they are awarded another 10 and the clock moves to 60. The 60 signifies the end of the game. However, if the player fails to score twice in a row, then the clock would move back to 40 to establish another deuce. So I guess it makes sense. It would just go to 40. That way they can do the win by 2 thing. I mean, just kind of weird, though, that they do 15, 30, and then 45, and 45 is a mirror of love. But they skip over that one, you know. But also it says the origin of the use of love for 0 is also disputed. It could derive from the French word for egg because egg looks like the number 0. This is similar to the origin of the term duck in cricket from a duck's egg. Another theory on the origins of the use of love comes from the acceptance that at the start of any match, when the scores are at 0, players still have love for each other. So love, like double love is also infinity. It even says a popular alternative to advantage scoring is no advantage scoring, created by James Van Allen. And this guy died at age 88 on July 3rd. Just found that kind of interesting. Whatever, moving on, I just wanted to point out that 0, like 0-0, is actually love in tennis. Who knows? Found that kind of crazy. Another NBA thing, there was an article about the Pelicans coach Monty Williams complaining about the Golden State Warriors arena and how it was too loud and blah blah blah. But the Golden State Warriors play at Oracle Arena. Oracle literally just reminds me of the Matrix, the Oracle. But what's interesting, I mean doesn't really have to do anything, but it actually opened on November 9th, so a backwards 9/11 in 1966, which will be 49 years ago. Also, if you add up Oracle in simple gematria, so O is 15, R is 18, A is 1, Oracle equals 54. 54, love. The Warriors didn't actually start playing there until 1971. And I just found that kind of interesting because the guy complaining about how loud it was and blah, 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 the coach, Monty Williams, he was born in 71, the same year, and also born on October 8th, which is 8/8, 88. He even played basketball in the NBA starting in the year 1994, the mirror of 49. Also, the game tonight, the Bulls versus the Bucks. I remember at halftime tonight, the Bulls had 49 points, and Milwaukee had 52, and Milwaukee even had the last shot of half, and I thought for sure it was going to be 54-49. I was like, no way, they're really going to do it like that obvious, but they didn't. It was 52-49. The Bulls had 49, so even then I thought, man, well, the Bulls are going to come back and win, but they didn't. But interesting, what they lost by was 94, or not 94. They lost. Milwaukee had 94, the mirror of 49, and the Bulls finished with the magic number of 88. So, I mean, they totally put a bunch of numbers in there again. Like, 52 is also Michael Jordan. And I guess I'm just going to finish it up. I mean, like I said, this video is just kind of a follow-up. It doesn't have to mean anything, but the Blazers won tonight after Mike Conley was out or whatever. So, I don't know. This whole first round there was a ton of teams that were like down 3-0, and now like the Mavs won last night. The Blazers won. The Bucks have won 2 in a row now, and I don't know. I'm thinking maybe they might actually do the thing and break the record and have a team actually come back and win after being down 3-0. But who knows? I mean. I have no idea, but I really feel like one of these teams, one of these red teams, there's something about them, because it's the rose color, whatever. But I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with that. I guess I was just talking about nothing really. But basically, I just think that maybe one of these teams might come back and actually break the 3-0 thing. But I don't think it's going to be the Bulls. I think the Bulls are going to win. And then if it all depends, I guess. If Kevin Love stays out, I think the Cavs will win. The Cavs are going to win it all if Kevin Love doesn't come back at all. But who knows? Maybe I could be completely wrong once again. But they don't have the Monstar, and they have LeBron James, the King James, and whatnot. But whatever. I'm rambling. I'm going to end this here. Just wanted to do a little follow-up, especially just point out the Kevin Love and the tennis thing. And just found it interesting that Kevin Love is finally he's out now. Anyway, good night.